Hello there, Internet. My name is Mogwai, and ahead of us lies yet another brilliant day in the arena. As today, we're going to be doubling down, going all in with Dimir Midrange in a deck called Cowboy Bebop. Because I just kind of reminded me of that show, I don't know why. But basically, we have another Dimir Midrange deck that is heavily inspired on the latest one that we showcased, which was an Etrata Assassin's Dimir Midrange. That deck allowed me to discover what I believe to be a hidden gem within black, and that is the Archpriest of Shadows. This 5-drop right here with the backup 1 and Death Touch. It has an ability that says whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or battle, we return target creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield. And the backup allows us to give a +1/+1 counter. When this card enters the board, we choose another creature or herself, you know, if we have nothing else to choose, by the way, like you can actually apply the +1/+1 counter anyways. Here I am, going on a tangent, just clarify things, but let's stick to the script. When this comes down, if you have another creature, you can give it a +1/+1 counter and transfer this ability onto it for that turn. So Archpriest of Shadows, even though she's a 5-drop and one can deem her a little bit slow because of the backup ability, in a deck with creatures that are difficult to block, in a deck that runs a lot of them, specifically this one with cheap flyers, we are able to pass up the backup ability and turn one of those flyers into a resurrection engine, in which, you know, once they connect, we can bring whatever we want as a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, and that is amazing. I think this card fits any sort of like Gix Dimir mid-range shell super well. I would consider it a staple. Like, this card just never fails to amaze me, let alone, you know, just like impress me. It's just a card that I really like. I'm going on a tangent about it, but I'm crazy about it, okay? I think I'm kind of shocked that other people aren't playing this because it feels so good and it's not that difficult to set up at all, especially in a shell like this where we have a full set of the Fairy Dream Thief, a full set of the Deep Cavern Bat, and a full set of the Aven Heartstabber. Yes, this card is rotating and is the only card aside from the Shipwrecked Marsh that is rotating within this deck. And in case you're watching this video and the rotation has already gone by, or you're looking, you don't want to really be crafting Aven Heartstabber with your rear wall card since the card has less of a month of a lifespan in standard, you can go for the Fairy. I actually don't have it, but you can craft this instead. The Fairy Mastermind is an excellent substitute for Aven Heartstabber in this deck, as it's just a really good 2-drop that can allow us to potentially, some scenarios, like even draw cards, while having the flash ability really can help us outmaneuver control decks and surprise certain attackers into blocks that they weren't expecting. And it's a flyer. It's a solid card, it's a flyer, and it fulfills the purpose that we want out of our 2-drops in this deck, which is we want them to fly. You know, we want them to be hard to block, so on turn 3 you can slam Gix and start drawing like maniacs. It's an engine, right? Like, it's a classic Gix engine setup, which we applied on the Etrata deck, and we're applying here as well, but we're not really focusing on the Assassin synergy per se. What we have here is an Outlaw mid-range deck, because we're building this deck around Double Down. This is the card that inspired me to bring back the Archpriest of Shadows, who is a Warlock. And in case you're wondering, Warlocks are Outlaws. And we have an enchantment for 4 mana that says whenever we cast an Outlaw spell, we copy that spell. Let's take a look at the Outlaw creature cards that are within our deck. We have the Fairy Dream Thief is a Warlock, aka Outlaw, criminal. The Bat is an animal. It's an asshole, but it's still an animal. It's not a criminal, not an outlaw. Keep that in mind. Aven Heartstabber, assassin. Assassins are criminals, in case you're wondering. The Kite-Still Larcenist, a human pirate. Pirates are also criminals. Pirates, well, Kite-Still Larcenist, rather, is very neat because it offers us more creature removal and can function super well with Double Down. Imagine playing a Kite-Still Larcenist with Double Down on the board. You get to generate 2 of them, and you can exile up to a target artifact or creature. Like, this guy can actually shut down a specific artifact as well and convert it into a treasure for as long as this card remains on the field. It's a flyer, which allows us to synergize further down the line, Elish, with Archpriest of Shadows, and it has the Ward 1, which makes it even more annoying to remove. And I really like this card, and I love the fact that I can incorporate in a deck like this because we're focusing on the Outlaw synergy. We have Unscrupulous Contractor, another assassin, another criminal. Works really well in this deck, and worked really well with the Trada, but I think the card like actually performed better than I expected, and I really like the potential to finish off my opponent with Shieldred the Apocalypse. Fun fact, if we have Shieldred and double down on the board and we play an Unscrupulous Contractor, we're going to be able to copy it and play 2 at the same time. If we target our opponent with both, we will be able to deal 12 damage directly to them. That's pretty cool. Like, the fact that this deck can like do more than half of the opponent's total life points in just like one play like that is something to look forward to, you know? And I thought, you know, in a consistent shell, like, you're not going to be doing that most of the time, but you can set it up, and it is a way to win a game that can be, you know, that otherwise is like very tight and you're just not able to push damage. With Shieldred, we could do amazing things. You haven't. I think you're already aware that Shieldred is a good 4-drop. Visage Bandit is a shapeshifter rogue that I've showcased in my Kellen plot deck, but I also thought it would be a neat addition here. Is a rogue. Rogues are also outlaws, aka criminals. Rogues, the Visage Bandit specifically can copy a bunch of these units. A lot of times it doesn't generate as much value, but it can copy something like an Archpriest of Shadows. It can copy a Kitesail Larcenist. And with Double Down, we can just do a lot of things. Even Heartstabber seems like not much at first, but then once you have 5 cards with different values in your graveyard, he becomes a 3/3 with Death Touch. So, you know, copying that is also not that bad. We can obviously copy the Contractor. We just cannot focus on copying legendary creatures because then we're just not going to get anywhere with that. So keep that in mind. We got Bitter Triumph and Go for the Throat as our 2-mana black-based removal. And the reason why I prioritize Bitter Triumph as a 2-of is because of the potential synergy with Archpriest of Shadows, allowing us to discard something like a Shieldred with it and then bringing it back on turn 5 onto the board. Stuff like that is what made me, you know, choose that over the many other viable options within the color. And I'm gonna stop rambling because wow, it's actually not that. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward deck tech. I thought I was over 10 minutes already. Wow, I impressed myself. Yeah, this is a very, very fun deck. Archpriest of Shadows is probably the card that I talked about like 40% of the time, but I just really like it. And Double Down is a very, very fun sort of like tactic to incorporate onto this, you know, very rather established shell, at least for me, you know, like with the flyers early on and stuff. But that's the beauty of Magic. Like even archetypes that are similar can have very different aspects incorporated onto it, and you know, even decks that are supposed to be the same can change a lot, and that's just the complexity that this game provides. And I am absolutely addicted to it because of that. And I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Magic the Gathering content. Hope you enjoy today's games. Have a soul day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Avon Heartstabber leaving, a fine price to pay to say goodbye to Farewell. That's a good point. Oh my god, fuck that card. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before. Probably not. But I'm gonna keep that there. I really don't like that card. I know. It's like Chad's like, no way, but it's true. Let's get used to swinging first. Fairy Dream Thief again. Let's keep surveilling. Lands are excessive at this point. Let's drop that down. Let's get some substance. Oh. Oh, no. I'm gonna keep this in the back. I don't have to use my Go for the Throat on this Vile Smasher if Jasper is going down. And I can keep these 2 Fairy Dream Thieves in the back to block into the Vile Smasher, not giving them an open attack here. Go for the Throat. No, you're not laughing anymore. We just cut off your larynx and you're dead. And I am going to block into this. I know I could top deck a Gix and regret this, but I shouldn't have blocked there, honestly. It's not just Gix, there's a lot of top decks that... Uh-oh, you got removal for him too? Oh, no. I think now is a decent time to go for a plot at knife point. Okay. Oh, shit. Good. Oh my god. Surveil. Down. Double down. Larcenous, baby. Oh yeah. They can sacrifice that and draw a card and create a token. Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Oh, and I'm drawing. But let's see. Draw one. Now we want to draw another one. Another Larcenist. Another Larcenist is insane. So I'm going to decline the last draw. I'm not... Like, the only way I'm losing here is getting rushed down by burn. So I'm going to... Like, I have the card that I want. They get Jasper back. Because of the way it works, he doesn't actually lose very nice. Okay. I'm not keeping that Archpriest of Shadows there. It's something to look forward to with all these flyers. And I'm going to keep that there too. Now we have 2 blockers with a Fairy Dream Thief that can trade into the Slick Shot Show Off. And we have a Kitesail Arsonist or Larcenist. But obviously they're playing green for a reason. They must have some protection spells. Another Slick Shot. I could trade into one of these 2. Into one of these. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade into one. And then I could Kitesail Larcenist. Or I could get greedy with Gix, but I don't think that's the point here. I'm gonna keep this in the back for now. And just like that, we got rid of those. Wow. Yeah, no, we don't block there. You kidding me? I'm not afraid, not afraid. Everybody, come to my hand. I'm gonna trade into that. I was gonna trade into that. I swear. I'm gonna kill that before they untap because they could have protection. Well, I keep the other bit of Triumph in hand. I'm actually not gonna draw off of Gix. I'm kind of like racing them. And I don't want to give myself more damage here. I really want to avoid that if I can. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 4 damage to Gix. 4 damage to Gix. Is it my birthday? Oh, meu Deus. I want to make sure I'm prepared for... Okay, so 4, 6, 8, 11. Yeah, this should be in a position. We don't need to swing with everything. We do want to have... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We do want to have a flyer blocker in the back. Nice. Okay, back at it. Sucks to admit, but yeah. We have double Undercity Sewers. Lots of surveilling potential here. I am going to keep that there. Because now I can develop you. I can surveil. I can get rid of you. And I can surveil some more. Keep that bat over there. Let's swing. Bat. Ill-timed explosion. We're gonna plot the Visage Bandit. So they're Jeskai. I'm gonna go for the Restless Reef and mill myself to fill up the graveyard for that. Better Triumph. Nice. Double down goes in, baby. Huge. Huge. Absolutely huge. Here we go. First. Fairy Dream Thief, baby. ×2. Let's reveal that. And surveil that. Though you're not bad, to be honest. What do I have in my graveyard? Yeah, you're not bad. And now... Archpriest of Shadows! Doubled, baby. I'm worried about them getting the ill-timed question again.
Now you've done it. That's coming off. I am almost sad to see you go.
They need to discard this, Mirror Shell Crab, or the set double. Like, they easily wipe our board here. But the double down is going to allow us to keep on going.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Childred, obviously a board wipe is threatening. Oh, crap. My double up!
We must protect the people.
Fuck the people. You hear me? Fuck the people! I hate the people. Bat. Bat first. I'm gonna take away the Fading Hope, preventing them, basically taking away their hope. And they have a counter spell there enabled. They can't really do much else with it. I don't set up lethal with the Kitesail Larcenist because they have 2 blockers and because they got rid of my double up or my double down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to attack with my Aven Heartstabbers. Or to be fair, I can just direct one of the attacks at her. I can attack with you, and I can swing with you, forcing a trade. But this opens up, like, if they top deck into another one, we're kind of fucked. So I'd rather quite simply just go face with these. Putting them on the clock and passing here. Keeping my Shieldred. No, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Oh, mega lol. Good attempt, though. But I like the idea of plotting it and then having the double up and then boom, just like doubling down with it, you know? Like, there's the potential for that, so... We're lacking early game flyers, but it is a 3. What the hell are you? Okay. That's kind of worrisome. Oof. We draw into more 3 drops and 4 drops, unfortunately. That's a hit, that's a hit. Oh, God. What is your ward? Oh, jeez. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Oof, we're kind of dead, aren't we? Chi-chi. Chi-chi. Wrecked. That was a crazy start, and it was perfect for them as well. I did it like that. We keep that there. Avid Heartstabber. I don't think that's how he really sounds like, but whatever. I could have preserved this for later. But I also feel it's important to draw. Oof. Oof. Oof, maybe I should have done it the other way around. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Can we survive an onslaught from this? Nah, I think we have to deep cavern bat. I do want to prevent. Okay, what am I gonna do? I am gonna bitter triumph. Discard one of the Arc Priestess Shadows, and then I'm at the mercy of drawing into a land to be able to Arc Priest this one. What's the scariest thing? I mean, them going wide is scary, but Intrepid Adversary can also be scary. I'm banking on if I draw into a land, I can do this. Oh, fuck off with that top deck, bro. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's not how that works. I'm gonna attack with the Archpriest of Shadows. Trade into those two, but that's fine. I'm clearing up their board. I'm getting my health back. And if you sack that Cathar, I get my Archpriest back, bro. And her ability will trigger again. I told you. I did warn you. Pay 4 mana to do nothing initially. So our objective is always to try to find a way to enable that. Going first helps. Going against mono red does not help. I think playing the Deep Cavern bad now. And taking away their unit. Ah, god damn it. Fuck you, Kumano. Four, 7, 10. I give them the ability to attack this turn because they can redeploy this, but I prevent 1 card draw from them. And this is the moment. They get to recharge. They get some damage there. Bats. And more bats. More bats. More bats. Beautiful. Beautiful. I know they want to get these back so they can draw again. They bring that back to the graveyard, which is hilarious. We keep pinging. We find that land, baby. Here we go. Oh, that'll never get old.